So yeah, having orgies at work is probably frowned upon.
So we had drinks in the hot tub, all four of us, and me and Carly, we started kissing in the hot tub. Again, nothing wrong with that.
I'm here to tell you now that Jordan Chariton has been fired from the Young Turks.
I've read all the material that I think has been out on this. I've watched all the videos of that. He's like, who are we to judge? It's me to judge because it's my channel.
And then she comes back out and she doesn't have her bikini on anymore. Like she's ready to go.
Like when you watch that, you think to yourself, if I was doing an interview, how would you go about interviewing the person? And you're having this conversation about these intimate details, these things that are, it's like you have to ask, the question like, so did he take his pants off? Were you naked? It's like, I don't want to ask that woman those questions. But to like this.
Ty's kissing her, I'm kissing Ty, like everything is okay. Jordan's still like asleep on the bed. And then Carly asks Ty to wake up Jordan. Jordan comes over and Jordan like asks her if it's okay if he kisses her.
Now, the Huffington Post article started off saying it was a rape. I'm sorry, man. I've listened to both. I've read Jordan's thing. I've listened to her in her own words. This was not a rape.
He unfortunately brought in women that report into him at whatever that organization is, and also some TYT employees into a hotel room, and in other instances, several other intimate settings. That is clearly unacceptable. That is very poor management decisions that he made, and clear firing offenses. So without going into what happened or did not happen in those rooms, for a manager to bring in women into his room, and according to his own admissions, not only internally, but in posts that he then put publicly, have sexual relations with them, is not acceptable.
There was one point where she was talking about his friend, oh God, I can't think of the friend's name, but Jordan's friend. And she said he had an erection. And I was terrified. And it's like, what? You were terrified when he had an erection? I was like, okay, fair enough. She said, what's his name? Had an erection. And she says, I was terrified. It was like, you're terrified by the black guy's erection. Why? Like, why are you terrified? Like, that's such an odd way to describe what's taking place. You're having an orgy. Congratulations. Now, it would be better if you weren't married. That is absolutely true.
Jordan is one of my best friends. We began an intimate relationship over a year ago. We've never been like a couple. We've never been exclusive, but we are very close. We always have been. Carly would hang out with us a lot. Carly is the girl who is saying that this happened. She and Jordan had a very flirtatious relationship for a long time. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was cute, innocent flirting, like throughout the day. It was cute, whatever. Like everybody does it. And so that night, we'd all been together all day, same thing, every day, And then that night we were in Jordan's room and he had a hot tub in his room. So we had drinks in the hot tub, all four of us, me, Ty, Carly, and Jordan. And me and Carly, we started kissing in the hot tub. Again, nothing wrong with that. Right. I like men, I like women, I can do what I want to do with my body. Everybody was having a good time. It was a good night. Right. As far as my recollection up until this moment goes, it was a fun night. There was no misconduct there. So, that happened. We were kissing, everything's fine. Jordan went and laid down, and then Carly goes to the bathroom. She's in the bathroom for a really long time, maybe 30 minutes. Me and Ty are just hanging out in the hot tub, we're kicking it, everything's good. And then she comes back out and she doesn't have her bikini on anymore. She's ready to go, whatever. And I get out, she and I are kissing again. We end up engaging in oral sex. Again, all of this is fine. And Ty's kissing her, I'm kissing Ty, everything is okay. Jordan's still asleep on the bed. And then Carly asks Ty to wake up Jordan. So Ty goes and Ty wakes up Jordan. And I've seen people in comments oh my God, I can't believe they woke up Jordan. Jordan's one of my best friends, you know, like,
Right.
like if I want to have sex in the room next to him, I will. If I want to wake him up in the middle of the night, I will. If I want to call him drunk at 3 a.m., I will. Like, that's my right as a human. So, like, you know, he wakes him up, and then Jordan comes over, and Jordan, like, asks her if it's okay if he kisses her, because, you know, like, he wants to join. Like, it's a fun night. Everybody's having fun. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And she says that he can. So they're kissing, and then I'm kissing Ty, and then eventually, like, Jordan is going down on Carly on the bed, you know, and she's making noises, she's playing with his hair, like, they're having a good time. So me and Ty are kind of like, okay, you know, like, they're having fun, we'll leave. Like, we'll give them some space, we'll go do our own thing in the other room. So that's what we did.
He said that he was doing radical transparency, but he neglected to mention that the woman that he was talking about in very intimate details was someone who reported into him at Truth Against the Machine. That's a pretty important detail to leave out, and not what I would call radical transparency.
I remember when he was, like, I was talking to him on the phone, and he was telling me that she was coming to New York, and I thought it was a bad idea, because, I mean, she was married, and I knew that the reason that, like, she had left that night was because she had felt guilty. She was married, you know, she stopped what they were doing. They never, like, had intercourse, like, it just ended, and then she was, like, they talked it out, and he was cool with it, and everybody went on their, like, separate journey. And then when he told me, like, she was coming down there, I was like, oh my God, because, you know, you know, I don't know, like, it's too much.
It sounds like to me, everybody was wasted. Jordan's saying a few beers. I don't believe that at all. It sounds like all of them were wasted. It sounds like they started having fun, getting a little jacuzzi, people started getting randy, people were wasted and randy, and in being wasted and randy, they do what humans tend to do when they're wasted and randy. They're wasted, and she is not being, put it this way, she is not giving a non-consent, if that makes sense. It's like the person is laying there, Jordan is messing with the person is not pushing him away in this sense, and Jordan is kind of going along with it until he realizes, oh my God, she's not down with us. At which point he stops, he's freaking out, and he's talking to her, trying to, I would imagine, either calm her down or gauge where she is on the freaked out meter. But rape is, oh man, that's way too strong. That's way, way too strong. And yeah, it sounds like she was jealous at certain points. Like, yeah, it sounds like a relationship. It sounds like she was married, she made a bad choice. She thought something was there when something was not, and it ruined her life. That's what it sounds like.
Now this nihilism runs deep, and it conveys and betrays a certain contempt